Yesterday, Mohan asked, what are the remedies for Shani Rahu conjunction? Rahu is desire, Shani is tradition, ethics, moral values. When Rahu is seen with Shani, slowly the black smoky desires corrupt the traditional values, ethics, morality of Lord Saturn. In the beginning, the woman or man is a strict follower of ethics and moral values. Then slowly, someone comes in their life, and this outsider slowly starts convincing them to do things that are morally incorrect. And the native falls for the trap, and you see a chaste woman or man being corrupted by Rahu, an outside person who convinces the native to just do it. And in this just doing it, the native slowly loses his or her control over his life, his or her moral standards, and then the miseries, the failures follow. Always remember, failure comes only when we forget our ideals and objectives and principles. Many love affairs, extramarital affairs, an urge to satisfy sexual needs via shady ways is what this placement generally indicates. This Rahu with Shani goes on corrupting honest officers, presenting attractive gifts, temptations, and many such cheap ways of Rahu spoil the good qualities of Shani. So here, Saturn becomes extremely weak. And let this be very clear, this is of significance. Whenever you have a government officer with this placement, be aware, you are dealing with a corrupt officer who shows off how clean he or she is. But in reality, he or she is not clean. Before you ask for remedy, you must understand the seriousness of this placement. Shani Rahu being together is a curse. Your extreme unstoppable desires, Rahu, crucify all the traditional values, ethics, morality of the society, and so somebody, some virtuous, some holy soul is going to curse you, and this curse continues to haunt the soul for many births. So this is the most unfortunate placement, and there is no denying that the pattern of this placement will continue for many births until a day comes when you become mindful. Until then, it will just go on rotating like a wheel. Life repeats itself mindlessly unless you become mindful. It will go on repeating like a wheel. Usually, a corrupt person is through this placement. But then, who is not corrupt? Or let us say, who has not been corrupt? In human life, you cannot be a totally spotless figure unless you become a saint. But with Rahu Shani, the person is inclined towards committing more and more misdoings, unacceptable behavior from the perspective of the social norms. So you see the difference? Yes, it is true that everybody is corrupted in some way or the other, but there is some effort taken in not repeating the same mistake again and again. But Rahu Shani do it again and again. They just never learn from their mistakes. Mistakes happen, that's life. Repeat the same mistake, that's stupidity. You can't make the same mistake twice. The second time you make it, it's no longer a mistake, it's a choice. The natives with this placement never realize their mistakes, and so there is no coming out of it. The native is simply asleep. There is no awakening. There is no sign of consciousness. There is a great force of ignorance. The darkest night is ignorance. Always remember this. The cause of all pain and suffering is ignorance, says the Buddha. In general, Buddha means awakened one, someone who has awakened from the sleep of ignorance and sees things as they really are. A Buddha is a person who is completely free from all faults and mental obstructions. There are many people who have become Buddhas in the past, and many people will become Buddhas in the future. But Shani Rahu never lets the native to experience the bliss of Buddha. How can they, when they are so much moving and living in ignorance? Absence of consciousness is ego. Shani is humility. Rahu is ego. Here Rahu kills humility and gives birth to extreme inflated ego, and so these men or women become a victim of their own ego. If anyone has a girlfriend or boyfriend with this combination, be aware. You are with a very egoist person, and ego is the most triggering reason for a breakup or a divorce. Absence of consciousness is ego. Whenever the ego is absent, love is present. Our world is in crisis because of the absence of self-awareness. There is absolutely no sign of consciousness, and so the miseries are more and happiness is less in our lives. The world of Shani Rahu people is always in crisis. Very insensitive, revengeful people always face some crisis in life than otherwise. Shani or Lord Saturn is the most respected, most feared, most worshipped planet in the history of mankind. And when Rahu eclipses Saturn, imagine what can happen. Yes, this is the perfect placement where Saturn is eclipsed by Rahu. It is a Shani Grahan. And you are asking for a remedy to overcome this Rahu eclipse Saturn? Here, Saturn is already damaged. Irrespective of what house it rules, Saturn is not in a condition to provide any positive results for the native. A filthy, cheap, crooked, dark man is causing trouble to the judge, that is Saturn. And what will you do now? What will be your remedy to somehow stop or prevent the dark man from beating the judgmental Shani? But do you know what astrologers suggest? Then read this. Listen to this. A young woman with Shani Rahu in the 4th house was suggested to wear a gemstone of Gomed. a garnet stone of Rahu. It is like giving sugar to a man who is already suffering from diabetes, and the woman went through more miseries than she already was going through. So, by any chance, and this I am sharing specifically for all my followers, by any chance, if you have Shani Rahu and someone suggests you to wear a gomed or a garnet stone, then please don't wear it. The best way to overcome this placement is to wear a good quality topaz, not a yellow sapphire, just a topaz in your right hand index finger. Topaz is an affordable stone, and my solution is for the masses and not for specific class. Worship Lord Shiva on every Monday. Fasting on Monday is also something that you can do. Only Lord Shiva is the remedy, the answer, the solution to your question. No one can, and no expensive rituals, pujas, and any precious, expensive gemstones can help you, but only Shiva, Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Lord Shiva is seated deep in everyone's heart. Lord Shiva is the supreme consciousness that is all pervading. Believe in this. This is the real Rudra Puja. Meditate.